We just want to thank everybody for coming, first of all. This is an exciting moment for the city of Norwalk. It's something that we've talked about now for the past 2 to 3 years of putting together a website that is user-friendly and much easier to navigate. The old website presented a lot of challenges to people. There were a lot of complaints. So we responded to the public by putting together a project. And a lot of the people here that you see were on the core team, the project team, that worked on designing the new website. And we're going to be introducing it now, and it will officially launch at 5 o'clock this afternoon. During this process, we had a survey on the old website asking people what their concerns were, what they did not like about the website, what they did like about the website. We also had the core team, Connie Blair was on the core team. She runs the customer service part of the Department of Public Works. And they get approximately 6,000 calls, how often?
Probably in about 6 months.
In 6 months, they get about 6,000 calls. And people talk about what they couldn't find, what's wrong, what they'd like to see on the website. And the branding team, the people that worked on the brand for the city of Norwalk, was also a part of the core team. People from the community, people who frequently visit the website, people who were telling us things that could be better. And so Karen spearheaded the project. And we believe that we have come up with a remarkably user-friendly website, a website that is so much easier to navigate. Things when you now get on the website, things that you might have had to search for before, will be readily available to you right up front, so that no longer will you have to search. So if people were saying I had to search for agendas or minutes for this department or that department, it's going to be so much easier now to find those things. And you know, it's also, anything like this is always a work in progress. You know, you can design something and it meets your needs. It's something that turns out really nice and is much better than the product that you had when you started. But there's also people that are going to look at it and say, geez, they could have done this or they could have done that. We'd like to think this is a work in progress so that when there are changes that need to be made, we can make them and respond to the community so that when they come on the website, they'll be able to get the information they need. This will be open and transparent and bring a lot of information to the community. I was talking to Karen and she said she had over 100 responses to the survey that was on the website. 70% of those people identified themselves as Norwalk residents. So we want to make it clear that we reached out to the public, we reached out to the community, because they're the ones that have to use the website, they're the ones that know what the problems were, they're the ones that can tell us how to fix it and how to make it better. So I want to give Karen and her team and everybody that was involved in it kudos for a job well done. And you're not here to listen to me, you're here to listen to Karen and the others explain and to show you our new website. So Karen, thank you for what you've done.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I appreciate that. And thank you to all the team who really put in hours and hours of work to bring us to where we are today. And I'd like to thank the Branding Advisory Committee for all of their time and effort so that we can ensure that we continue to bring that positive, energetic image of Norwalk into our city website. That was one of the key factors for us, is to capture that energy and to make sure that we were consistent in bringing that Norwalk brand forward. What we'd like to be able to do today is just walk you through a little bit of the new site so you can see what the changes are and some of the enhancements that have been made. We've also redesigned the site so that it's mobile friendly, which means you'll have a very positive experience whether you're using it on your home PC, whether you're using it on your tablet, or whether you're using it on your smartphone. And we'll demonstrate some of that functionality today too. Any questions? Great, well, let's get started.
There's probably a better shot there or down here too.
Yeah, that is a great shot.
Yeah.
This is Larry Manzi. Larry is the e-government coordinator for the city and also the webmaster. Larry's probably the guy who has spent hundreds of hours in coordinating this project